Welcome to storied Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. Week 7 is underway in EA Sports College Football. We are ready for a terrific game. It's the Michigan Wolverines and the Penn State Nittany Lions. Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Checking in with the Michigan head coach pregame. His running back is getting better each and every week. He is devastating in the red zone, top 5 in the country in rushing touchdowns, and they believe he deserves to be in the Heisman conversation. Each and every week, he is showing the country why he is one of the best backs in the nation. I'll keep you posted if he's able to keep up this productivity, and the Heisman talk gets louder and louder today. Back to you.
All right, Holly. Ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. He'll bring it out. It's Wallace. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. On the move, it's Martin. They come out strong, stop him for no gain on the opening play.
Run game is good, balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more, but sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down, it's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Beck. Fires to the right. Got the tight end outside. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain.
Such a nice job in pass protection. You got the corner route there to the tight end. It's going to take the big fella a little while to get to that area of the field, so you got to build a nice pocket for the quarterback to throw from. And all 5 guys up front doing their job individually, working together in tandem beautifully. That's what really allowed that play to work.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, even though that pass was incomplete, I wouldn't be shocked if this defense in the second half decides to play some deeper coverages. This offense has already shown they're willing to be aggressive, and they've got a lot of speed. Moving forward, this defense cannot afford to give up big plays in the passing game.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Might be changing the route. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Caught over the middle. It's Robinson. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give them a first down.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
The Nittany Lions have this offense rolling. Looking to throw again. Fires to the wideout. With the catch, it's Robinson. Flying out to the left. Touchdown, Penn State! This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the back. Danced his way through traffic. Pick up a 4 to the 19.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Pinned just inside their own 20. They need to convert on 3rd and short. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Just a little off. Incomplete. Offense trying to catch them napping. Looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. And the Wolverines will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Sends his first one of the day on the way. We didn't see much of him in that victory last week. Just called on one time. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Ready to fire from the pistol. On the ground, it's Martin. Across the 35. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20.
Defensively, you'll take the slow down. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run to guys, and get him on the ground, for goodness sakes. This guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
The Nittany Lions, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. The offense changing the play. Dropping back, it's Beck. Into the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming.
And as you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
And back to the air on second down. He's got his man. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
You get the completion, and now you set up a manageable third down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
The Nittany Lions are in the red zone. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Martin. He didn't even have a chance to get back to the line. What a job by this defensive front.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
This would likely be a chip shot for the field goal kicker, but they want the touchdown instead. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes a grab past the marker. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that fourth down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
The Nittany Lions will try to put one on the board on first and goal. Wants to adjust the pattern. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Getting set for the point after. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Working that left side now. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Marshall. And they swarm him under.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit out, sir.
The decibel meter's about to explode. One of the great environments. Wide out level noise. Direct snap. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short. Offense still out there, lining up quickly on fourth down. Bryce Underwood to throw for it on fourth. Pulls it in. It's Buchanan.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Underwood. Good timing on the quick out. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
How about that? The dying breed of the tackling cornerback. You don't see those anymore. Everybody wants to be great in coverage. Everybody wants to get picks. But how many corners really want to get their face in the fan and make tackles? Nice job by that play.
Scanning the field, it's Underwood. Get it out on the screen. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. And how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Whistle sounds, but they get the timeout called just before the delay of game. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. Bryce Underwood to the air again. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Takes it the other way. He's at the 40. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position. The Nittany Lions will get things going as their offense heads out to the field. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. They make the stop after a pickup of 3. Balls at the 18.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Motion from the wide receiver. Back to throw, it's Becht. Looking for the score. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
Oh, the quarterback. He had his hands in the air after throwing that one. He thought that was a 6er, but his guy dropped it.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Quarterback making checks. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Right on the money. And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score.
Really nice play call there because the defense might have been thinking on 3rd and short in the red zone, they're probably going to run the football instead. They throw it, catch them off guard, and now they've got 1st and goal.
He wants to throw it. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Just like to see the quarterback have a clock going off in his head, forcing him to get rid of that football. Can't take a sack on 1st down in goal-to-go situation and move your offense backwards.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming.
Booster, booster.
Looking to fire. It's complete to the left. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Looking for a man. It's Beck. Takes a hit as he fires. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Quick strike through the air for the score. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and they closed the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of the defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Well, I know he was struggling to get going early in this game. That right there, though, was easily his best run so far. And this is one of the more talented running backs you're going to see in the entire nation. They need more runs like that to get this offense going if they're going to win this game.
He's got it again. He locked up and held on to bring him down. The Wolverines want to move quickly. Bryce Underwood from the gun on 3rd down. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
And it's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Looking for a crease. It's Marshall. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
Not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
They'll go right back to the run. Just couldn't get away from the tackle. It'll be 3rd and long. Throwing, Underwood. Complete to the left. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49.
And there's finally a bright spot for this offense in the passing game, completing that on 3rd down. I know we're in the 2nd quarter. They're trailing by a lot, but you need something positive to happen here to build some momentum. Maybe they can build on that, drive the field, score some points before going in here at halftime, and get a little juju going.
To the air, it's Underwood. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the grab, it's Marshall. Tried to find a seam for more, but a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll take us to the 2-minute timeout. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped.
And I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Motion from the wideout. Lined up in the gun on third down, Underwood. Unloads to the wideout. And they'll miss the connection here on third down. But look at this. They're not setting up to punt. They're going to try to cut into this lead, and this is a huge risk late in the half. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Fourth down, Underwood. Throws to the wideout. It's incomplete. A fourth down stop and the turnover on downs.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on fourth down. And I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on fourth down for those types of situations. And you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time. So you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw, it's Beck. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening.
Well, they have a massive lead, and we're only in the second quarter, but they're not calling the dogs off. They are staying aggressive, and they are taking shots. Another hook up there for this offense. Everything that they are dialing up is working to perfection. They're looking to add already to their blowout lead.
Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down.
Flash. Chip. Hydro. Go.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Got it in the middle. It's Robinson. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. And the Nittany Lions headed quickly to the line.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Looking downfield on first down. Fires deep toward the end zone. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
And you're not going to see many of those. That's a gift for this defense. You don't see this guy miss very often, especially to put 6 on the board. That was a big missed opportunity for this quarterback and this offense.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long.
95, freeze. Slide, right. Where did he go?
Back to pass. Throws toward the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
This defense is going to have to make some adjustments here at halftime because they have been taken advantage of deep down the field in the passing game. They've already given up 2 TD passes. That was almost number 3, and we're only in the first half.
Ball's at the 24, a lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. Back to pass, it's Beck. Another incompletion on third down.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this first half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, but a nice stop here.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Here's Underwood to throw. And The heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use a timeout. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's second and long here. Back to throw, time running short in the half. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. Timeout taken here by the Nittany Lions. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Fires to the tight end. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. Penn State will spend its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And the Wolverines will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Punt is on its way. Here's the return. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Using his legs, it's Martin. Got enough for the first. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, it is my pleasure to welcome everyone into the Week 7 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's lead things off with Houston, taking on the number 14 team, the Oklahoma State Cowboys. And it's the Cougars doing all they can to avoid an 0-6 start. And the grumblings have started there on campus. Maybe that quarterback just isn't the guy. Today would dispel some of that. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They come into this 3rd quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops. So this is a critical drive here for this offense.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.